What are the changes you've seen?
I've been with DUMAC for 14 years. I have a good relationship with DUMAC. Everybody there knows me. When I call, they get things done for me. As far as using the web, I'm like addicted. I can't go into work without logging on and seeing numbers for yesterday. It's so much easier because then when I can call a restaurant, I can focus on operations and who's there and tell me what you're working on today, and I don't have to ask all the number questions. I already have them, they're done. I'm not even going there unless there's an issue with something. So it makes the time that you're spending in the store more. You don't have to look so much at all the books, and it's all you already know before you walk in. Inventory reporting, because it was more real-time data. A lot of the times we have to go back and try to dig and find. Plus we were able to change things a little easier. If the manager makes a mistake, puts it in, we can change it before it's actually submitted. When we first went into having new people count, or if a new manager starts, we just have them save it, they don't submit it. We can adjust it if there's a mistake made and go over it with them. But the real-time reporting, we were able to pull up the inventory as soon as it was entered, check for the variance, see how close we were in counting, and then also just the activity of it. Is everybody entering waste, counts, and invoices? And that got us, you know, disciplined to making sure that all the managers were doing it accurately. And then we were able to pull up our variance and go store by store, where the district managers pulled up and said, what's the variance, why is this different, why is this off? And then we targeted individual items such as meat or chicken, and why is that so off? So it definitely brought our inventory, or helped to bring our inventory down. Yes, because you can have almost anybody count, and then go back and verify and check, spot check some of the things that they've done. But we're also, because we're checking their daily counts every morning, if somebody is struggling, it doesn't matter if it's a crew leader or an assistant manager or a GM, you know immediately, so you're jumping on it right away. But almost anybody can do inventory in the stores. But ordering, yeah, anybody can do the order. We even had a store 2 weeks ago that a girl took off to go to a class and nobody did the order. So a district manager from another store, or from that store, but he was in another store at the time, pulled the suggested order guide up and just ordered what it told him to order. We can submit orders on the web. I guess it's easier to do. These ones seem to be right on. I even have managers tell me it's right on with what's on my shelf. And those are your better counting inventory managers as well. We can also, as supervisors or as an operator, go in and check and see what has my store ordered. It's the weekend and I want to check and see what all 9 stores ordered. It's supposed to be 60 degrees out. Did they buff up their frosty a little bit? You know, there's always going to be something that's not going to be right on the order guide. It doesn't know it's going to be 60 this weekend, and last weekend it rained or was freezing cold. So we can go in and check and make sure, and if it's not, then just add on a couple extra cases of frosty. Maybe there's something going on, you have a holiday weekend, you want to make sure they bumped up their sales. So it's definitely easier to check and verify without being in the store itself. It's right there. It's easy to get into. Just real-time data. I mean, we look at it, district manager level, I think, is more, it's looked at constantly. We're on there, we're checking, you know, what's the labor right now. I don't have to be in the store to know, like, they're blowing the labor. I can pull it up, it's immediate. I know how many hours they've used so far. I can look at things from what's their food cost, what's their labor, what's the pickup window percent, the last 2 days were sales up, what stores were they up in, what stores are struggling. So we don't have to wait till the end of the week to look at things. We're looking at it daily. When we bring up all the stores at once, it just makes it's great. It's like a dashboard in the morning. We saved a lot in food costs. I don't know that I can put it into dollars. We were running about 32–33% before we started really looking at it detailed. And last month was 31, which is good for us in February. I think think it's going to come down only that much more when sales start to pick up. January and February are always kind of tough, but we've definitely dropped close to 2%, maybe a little bit more. I like being able to pull it up from anywhere. I like that across the top it tells you exactly how many people they have scheduled for lunch, how many they have for dinner. I mean, you can go across the top and verify, and then you can also see, based on the labor guide that you have installed in there, you can see if they're over or under in hours. And then on the weekly part that you pull up, like where it says select schedule, it tells you how many hours they should have scheduled, how many actually do have scheduled. There's nice things about it. They can put their breaks in, they can schedule admin time, cleaning time, anything. And then you can also inquire about that, like what is this time scheduled for, allotted for. And you can look at it from any store. You don't have to have them fax you a paper through the thing, and I can't read this, can you tell me what this is or what that is? It's real time, it's perfect. With templates, 45 minutes, maybe. We used to allot them 2 hours, a little over 2 hours a week to write a schedule. Now when they save their templates, they just have to go in and adjust. If somebody requests off, there needs to be an adjustment, or if somebody, something's going on in the area, then there needs to be an adjustment. But we can also adjust, and it'll tell us how many people we actually need. So if we say, okay, last year when this was here in the area, we did $7,000. If we put those numbers in, it will tell you, okay, you need 12 people for lunch and 12 for dinner. You're not guessing. Well, I think 12 is probably what we'll use. That's what we'll put on.